What's going on, guys? My name's Evolution and welcome back to DayZ Standalone. So guys, we're continuing onwards on the Lone Wolf series since DayZ is still currently up on experimental. So whilst this character will be here, I thought I'd continue to play. So if I remember correctly, when the last time we played, we looted the towns just north of the northeast airfield for some loot. However, you know, we're running a bit low on weapon supplies. We could do with an actual... Hold on 1 minute. Okay, weapon is chambered, that is good stuff. We could do with getting some ammunition for our blaze rifle. Or maybe some optics, anything really. So, I thought a good idea would be if we head up to the northwest airfield. That sort of similar kind of direction. Because on the way, there's a castle that we could potentially loot. Which castle seems to have pretty decent loot. So, you know, it's worth giving that a check out if we manage to stumble across it. That all depends on our navigational skills, if I'm honest. Also, there's the military compound not too far out of the airfield also. So, you know, there's a few places we could potentially go and check. And they're military loot wise, they're pretty damn rewarding. So, I believe that's the big city, that's Svetjalask. So, if I think about this, if we actually jump on the main road out of Svetjalask, it would flank us all the way north of the map to the airfield. But then again, you know, similar scenario, how many other people are taking the main road, because that's how they know how to navigate around. Also, it means cutting out, you know, running into any buildings or whatnot in the forest. So to make life a bit more interesting, we're going to run through fields and fields of forests and grass and whatnot. But I scared the complete life out of myself earlier. I logged in, literally just before I started hitting record, I was just remembering where the hell I left our player. And my shadow was like in really high detail down the hill. And I didn't expect my shadow to be like, you know, all the way down at the bottom of the hill. And I'm just running. And then I see this shadow down the bottom of the hill. And it makes me jump out my skin. And it's not for a few seconds that I kind of hesitate and start to sort of zigzag that I realise the shadow is practically replicating what I'm doing. And I then soon realise it was me. And that wasn't a nice feeling though, I'll tell you guys that much. But I hope everyone's enjoying the Lone Wolf series. It's something different, and hopefully we can keep ourselves as a lone wolf for as long as we can. We could end up being a dead wolf. Or maybe finding ourselves, you know, someone to keep our ass covered. But I quite like the lone wolf. I don't have to worry about anyone else. And the loot is all just for me. You know, I collect it. Don't have to worry about sharing and caring and bits and bobs. Although, obviously, teamwork and stuff like that is always fun. I do like playing in squads, getting some awesome squad battles. And just playing as a team can sometimes be a lot more enjoyable. But since that's what I do 90% of the time, this is a nice mix-up for a change. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm quite saddened though, because obviously, for those of you that are familiar with the Standalone, obviously they bring out an experimental patch for a small duration of time for those that want to test it. And as long as, you know, the experimental gets good feedback and it's stable, then they will push it onto all the public hive. And unfortunately, the experimental servers, if you play on any of them, like the character date is just temporary, because when it gets pushed onto the main hive, all the these private hives, because they're a private hive, obviously the data is not saved. So this character will be no longer. But we recorded like a 4-episode block when I last played, and now I've returned again. And this will currently be episode 5, I presume, I think. And I'll probably play again for another 2, 3, 4 episodes. And it all just depends when I jump back on the Standalone again, whether my character's still here or if the update's been pushed out. It does suck, because I've really bonded to our character, Mr. Trenchcoat guy with his blaze and the 1911 tactical weapon that I seem to, you know, I'm the master of the 1911, that's for sure. You know, we're taking zombies out, popping caps in their faces. Although I actually know that my reputation is popping caps in player faces. Because I mean, I hit that guy Oh, hang on, this place looks really cool. Never seen this sort of building. Looks like a little pub place. Shut the door on our way in. No, yeah, it's like a tavern. It's got some rooms upstairs. I wonder if these are vacant. If we can stay in these. You know, maybe if I talk to the bartender downstairs with a bit of persuading and a bit of money, what have we got to offer up? Let's have a look. Maybe I could give him some bloody handcuffs, and if he's lucky, my flare. See if we can interest him. Well, the rooms upstairs are in nice quality. Ooh, wicked. That is exactly what we wanted, guys. We've just found ourselves some more .5 ACP rounds, which is exactly what the 1911 takes. So, the story of the man with the 1911 will continue. We've got more ammunition, so we've got more shots to fire. Wow. Look at that rare sight. There's a green bell pepper. So I guess whilst we're here, we'll munch up, take a few drinks. Ah, in fact, the beer tap's there. That's convenient. We'll just take a guzzle from that. What else do we have to eat and drink? I just want to top up because we have got a fairly long run ahead of us, which I'm sure you guys can understand. I think we're going to have to run a total of about 5-6 clicks, roughly, I think. Which is going to take us a while. I've kind of contemplated cutting it up, but I haven't really decided yet. I might cut it up so you guys have to watch the boring run. But at the same point, you know, the whole time I'm keeping some sort of entertaining commentary going. You know, I might as well keep it like a Let's Play. So I can't vote for that. I'll just have to find out when I get down to editing the footage and putting it on the channel. You'll just have to find out from there. So really, this could be in the footage, this could not. You never know. All depends on the master of editing, because that can change everything. Slight issue. Which way was he just running? Oh, for God's sake, we had this glitch when we last played, didn't we? I think that's an experimental thing. As long as you don't sprint, I think you'll be in the clear. Let's find out. It's gonna glitch me back. Yeah, it glitched me back, didn't it? I will get out of this hellhole. Come on. He's trying to tell me not to leave this place, isn't it? It's like, do not leave the pub. I'll give it one more attempt. We're just gonna slowly walk off this way. I don't like getting thrown in the air like that because I feel like I'm gonna kill myself. You don't know how on edge that puts me. Puts me pretty on edge. Oh, well, this is just ridiculous, isn't it? Well, guys, on this queue, I'll relog and try and sort the issues, and I'll catch you in 2. So, guys, welcome back. We finally managed to leave the haunted pub. There it is, back there in the distance. But I've got some news for you guys, because, well, obviously the inconvenience of getting glitched in the pub made me relog, and then I actually realised a few things, which I'll run over them in just a moment. Just trying to find out why the server's been so desyncy. It's not allowing me to sprint, which is rather frustrating. And I can't go my inventory. I can't crouch. What is this? That's not good. But anyway, I'm going to carry on and just go with the glitchiness of the experimental. I'm sure it's experimental. But I was just reading on the Steam forums that this experimental branch was supposed to be released on stable today, which would have meant no more trenchcoat dude, which would have been a shame. But the devs have obviously picked up on this whole geometric thingy-mabob where it makes you walk back to your previous position. So they've said that they're going to work on fixing that bug first. So that brings good and bad news, I guess, because the bug's bloody annoying. But the good news is that obviously our character wouldn't be here after all. Well, this character wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the silly bug. So after all, it's probably a good thing. So let's appreciate the haunted pub. Alright, so I need to figure out where on earth we bloody are. We are at... Okie dokie. Nope, I really don't know. I honestly haven't seen that place ever. So we're going to follow it. Maybe it's like Narnia. Who knows? It could be. Don't judge me. Have a little check in here. Got a knife. Oh god. That was really odd. That door was already slightly open. Made me feel as if someone was peeking through, staring at me. How scary. Okie dokie. Oh, we got tons of stuff in here. We got some beans. Everyone loves beans. What else we got? Canned tuna. Some rotten food. I'm gonna have to pass on that. Is that a fresh apple? It looks like a fresh apple. Hell yeah. So we're doing good on finding all the fruit and vegetables and whatnot. But I've got to say, I'm not really a fan of it all. So, good thing, you know, this character doesn't depend on my personal preference. We can't actually interact with the car boot. That sucks. So we're going to follow this road down, and we're going to see where the hell we end up. Because, yeah, why not?